I need a drink.
What can I get you?
Sex on the beach.
Oh, okay. let me see if I could get that for you.
Please do.
Okay.
Make it happen, Raphael.
All right.
I used to bartend.
Where?
In LA. Culver City, Marina Del Rey, 2 places. I wasn't good. I'm better on this side.
You're better at drinking though?
Yeah. No, but I went to bartending school in LA and Culver City, ABC bartending school. Shout out.
How's that? How's bartending?
It's an art and it's an art. It really is. Because before I went to bartending school to become a bartender, which is a survival job many actors have, right? Paid my dues. I used to be on the drinking side, right? And I never really thought anything of it. Like, oh, whatever. You're just making drinks.
Yes.
But then when I pursued bartending, I developed a newfound respect for the profession. I really did. Because it's not just physically intensive, which, by the way, it is very physically intensive.
So,
but,
it's because you never think about the other perspective. Because we go to a bar and
we get hammered.
All we want is like, I need a drink right now.
Yeah.
Hey, you person that works here that have all the alcohol behind you, give me what I need.
Yeah, absolutely.
And fast. And
in a New York minute.
And don't worry about those other people.
Right. Me.
It's me first. Yeah. So I think that when you bartend,
and you learn the craft, I learned the craft. I developed a respect for it because it's not just making drinks. There's a recipe to it, right? There's a craft. It's a science.
Put your little, your sprinkle of your touch.
Vodka? Is that that's vodka, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Vodka, tequila, vodka.
It's vodka.
Rum.
So, because Sex in the City is
Sex on the Beach. Sex in the City it's something else.
Sex on the Beach is it's vodka.
It's a cocktail.
Yeah. So tell me, why Sex on the Beach? What's going on with this drink?
It's a sweet drink, and I'm an Indian sweetheart and an American savage. Oh. I'm both. It depends on who you are. That's the side you'll get of me.
I've never heard that before.
Well, now you have.
Trademark.
There's a first time for everything, right?
Yes.
I'm also going to trademark Botox over babies.
Botox for babies?
Botox over babies.
Oh, okay.
I need a copyright lawyer.
Are you making all kinds of shirts?
Yeah, I'm very creative. I'm very humble too. No, but listen, I was born and raised in America, New Jersey, the garden state, but I don't garden at all. I hate gardening. It's so dirty and everything. But my parents are from India. And so at home, it was the Indian culture. And in the outside world, it was the American culture. With that said, and for now, I'm just sharing a glimpse with you about my childhood and upbringing. Yes. I wasn't allowed to drink or do anything bad, if you will, until it was the legal age.
How old were you when you had your first drink?
21 and a half. And the first drink ever was a cocktail. Oh, no, it was a cocktail. It was a screwdriver. Okay. Vodka and orange juice.
But how did that happen? How did you finally decide to have a drink?
So, because I commuted to college from home. That's a whole other story. But like, I didn't know what my tolerance level was, right? I had to drive everywhere. Mm-hmm. And then like strict fathers, conservative Indian parents, well-intentioned, of course, with all due respect, but very strict father. And so, American, the legal drinking age in the United States of America is 21. But even when I turned 21, my dad did give me my first drink. It was a red wine. I didn't like it. I've learned over time I'm a white wine girl.
Hey, maybe he gave you the nastiest drink so you wouldn't want to drink.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah. So that was on my 21st birthday. Yeah, my dad gave me my first drink. It was a red wine. I didn't like it, so I'm like, ugh, take this away. But yeah, I was a geek back in college, just study. I drove everywhere. I didn't know what my tolerance level was. I didn't want to get into an accident, right? Drunk driving. Don't drink and drive. But it was summer of college break, and I was out with my high school friends in our hometown in New Jersey, and I was out. It was all us girlfriends, and I had confessed to them I still hadn't had my first drink. I was 21 and a half, and my friend Rosanna Chin. She was Chinese American. I'm Indian American. We were neighbors. We went, and we went to high school together. And she introduced me to my first drink, which was a cocktail or a screwdriver.
Okay.
So in my 20s, I had screwdrivers. From there, I learned other drinks, right? The school of alcohol. And Sex on the Beach, Malibu Bay Breeze, Malibu Pineapple, Long Island Iced Tea, Cosmopolitan, which is the drink on the show, Sex and the City.
Cosmopolitan?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to tell me about this drink.
Okay.
that nobody has ever had before because
okay.
it's by me.
It's a girly drink.
Sonali,
Raphael.
you tell me what it needs. Okay.
Listen, I have backup wine in my car. Okay, like
No,
in case
no,
this isn't good.
we're gonna make this work.
Okay, are you gonna drink?
Yes.
With me? Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm gonna drink with you.
Don't leave me hanging.
Oh no, of course not. Of course not. We're gonna have centenario. This is tequila.
Oh yeah.
You said you like tequila, right?
I've heard of tequila. I don't know if I like it. I may have had it. With
you really never had tequila before?
Well, I haven't had it straight. I may have had it in the drinks I've had over the course of my adulthood.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait because I didn't know you were a bartender. So
very briefly, I wasn't good.
Yeah. And I'll explain this experiment we got going on right now here, like the purpose of this podcast and the concept. But I can't wait for you to.
I'll let you know how it is. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. You can spit it out.
No, I like it.
What does it need? More vodka?
No.
Does it need orange juice?
I sense the vodka.
Okay.
It doesn't need more vodka.
I didn't know if
listen, this is just round one.
Yeah.
If you pour all the vodka in now.
That's true.
Oh, am I gonna
and I
have
didn't know
round two?
if I put enough orange juice
No, it's sweet. That's why I like it, right? Oh, and that's cranberry juice.
Yes.
Yeah, all the ingredients in
Yeah.
a cocktail drink. No.
Yeah.
I learned the recipe when I went to bartending school, but I forgot it.
Okay. So
Because I don't bartend anymore. I've moved onward and upward.
Okay.
Right? But what you don't use, you lose.
Yes.
So I love the drink, but I don't know what goes in it.
So does it taste like a sex on the beach?
Yes.
Good?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Then.
Woo. You passed.
So that was my first drink that I make for somebody.
Oh, I'm honored.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Sonali is the first guest in this, what is called the Studio Bar podcast. And the reason it's called that is because we're in the studio. This is a photography studio, content creation studio that I built here in Victorville.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, and I didn't know that the city needed a content creation studio. And so it just came about, and I opened the doors for everybody to use it. Photographers come, they bring their clients, and then I have a podcast station that I rent out. But because I had all the things, I was like, I think the importance of like having a podcast is such a great way to promote anything you want.
Absolutely.
Or to share your message, whatever that is. And that's what I tell my clients, like it's the best way you could generate content. So I was like, why am I not doing a podcast if this is so great? So I had the idea of like having a podcast.
Awesome.
and I had one, but it was like I didn't really had a concept until now because I have this bar looking set.
Right. You've never bartended before?
No, as you could tell.
Okay.
Right? You could tell, right?
No.
No, because I am a beer drinker.
Oh.
Or just straight tequila. And so
Because you are a man.
Yes. There's a lot of dudes in LA that drink girly drinks, no?
Yeah, they're called gay guys, which
Yes?
is fine. Love
Okay.
is love.
Cerveza.
What does that mean, macho?
That means beer. Just
okay.
beer.
I see.
So because we're in a studio and the set is a bar,
Very creative,
we call
very
this
unique.
the Studio Bar podcast. And the concept is that I invite a guest, a very interesting guest.
Thank you so much.
We figure out what your favorite drink is. We make it. We drink.
You Googled it?
Yeah, YouTube Academy.
Did you Google me? No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm very humble.
Oh yeah. Oh no. And we're gonna talk about who Sonali is because
Sonali means golden in Sanskrit.
yes,
Hence the golden state of California.
golden
Here
state
we
of
are.
mind.
Right, yeah.
What you got?
And all this bling bling.
Yeah, I
you
love
have some
it.
bling bling too.
I got
You have a different kind of
I
bling
have
bling.
a what do you call it? Silver.
Yeah, and I have gold.
you
'Cause
got
Sonali
gold.
means golden. Thanks, mom and dad.
Yeah, you are golden. And we're gonna talk about the reality TV star
Hey,
over
TV
here.
is
Sonali.
TV. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter whether it's reality or not.
Yes,
So yes. No,
yes.
but yes, we will talk about that.
So
Can't wait to share more
so-
with your audience about it.
Yes. So welcome to the Studio Bar.
Thank you. I'm so
podcast.
excited. Yay.
Okay. Well,
Let's
cheers
do
to that.
this. Cheers.
Okay. So now that I
Yeah, the intro.
now yeah, that's the intro. All right. We got the intro.
That's
we
it.
we might have
It's a wrap.
we might have to do the super the very beginning again. But
What,
other
with
than
the
that,
cheers? Oh, coming
no,
in?
no, no, yeah, they're coming in.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that later. I want to talk about you,
Yeah, but I want
Sonali.
to give you that though.
Okay, so what is this?
It's a gift because in Indian culture, you don't go empty-handed to someone's home.
Okay.
This may not be your home per se, but it's your business. It's your baby,
I
right?
practically live here.
Right, well, there you go. You're an entrepreneur. It's 24/7,
Yes.
right? It's not 9 to 5.
Yes. Oh, no.
But yeah, it's just a little something. Us Indians are givers.
Wow. Okay. Well, I appreciate that so much.
You should open that so we can have that with this.
Oh, I'm opening it. Okay. All right. See?
I wrapped it myself. I don't cook. I don't clean. I'd be the world's worst Indian housewife.
Well-
But I do know how to be a giver.
Well-
I don't go to anyone's home empty-handed, which is what my mommy taught me.
So
and I do know how to gift wrap.
In Indian culture, that's what they teach you from a young age. Like, hey, you gotta, if you're gonna show up to somebody's house, you bring something.
Foods or sweets.
Okay.
A gift.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, open it. Do it.
And Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah, the holidays. Every day is a holiday.
Yeah. You know, I don't know the last time I actually tore up a gift.
I'm very old-fashioned. We're the same age from our previous off-camera conversations.
Same generation. What? I've never met
Hey,
you
I'm actually
before.
21 forever. I'm not getting old.
Oh, you know what? I should have ID'd you.
Oh, well.
You got you got ID?
But I'm a good Indian girl. I don't break the law. I didn't drink till I was 21 and a half.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, you have a cutter on you? Of course, bartender, yeah.
Hey,
Don't mess.
hombre.
Yeah. Oh, I know what hombre means.
Okay, wow, okay. Do you know what it is?
Of course, I bought it.
You need to stand up. I don't want
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
to.
Cheers. Oh, look at that.
Look at this. Okay.
It's the holidays. I don't know if you want to include that in the edit.
All right.
Time of
Yes,
filming.
yes.
Dun, ta-da.
Hell yes. Okay, so.
Enjoy. So I mentioned this before, but I'll just recap. I was born and raised in America. Parents are from India. So I grew up, I know the Indian language is Hindi, which is the national language of India. And then each part of India has a different regional language. So I know another language called Bengali.
So
Dialect, yeah.
Dialects.
So I went to India often growing up during summer break. I have lots of cousins there and everything. I once asked my parents, how do you say throwing up in Hindi? And my dad taught it to me. He said it's called ulti.
Ulti.
U-L-T-I. Ulti literally means
Ulti.
opposite.
Ulti.
In everyday lingo, it means opposite.
Ulti,
But
okay.
think about it when a person of any culture, religion, whatnot, throws up, it's coming up, right?
Yes.
So I don't want to do ulti or vomit.
No,
on it.
no.
So I need something
No,
to drink
because,
with this.
I
I need something to eat solid with this.
So now I just bought these mics.
Oh,
I don't
I don't want to ruin your
I don't
technology.
want ulti all over the mics. Okay, so you're Indian American.
Yes.
From New Jersey, which
Born
is
and raised in New Jersey, the
Okay.
Garden State.
Yes.
But I don't garden.
so New Jersey. But talk about the new governor that New York is gonna have.
So
You're excited about that?
I'm excited. I was shocked. I'm impressed. I'm inspired.
Okay.
So I was born and raised in Jersey, and I graduated from Rutgers University, the State University of New Jersey, and then after college, Wall Street, finance degree.
You're a Wall Street girl.
Yeah, so I started my career on Wall Street, Manhattan,
Yeah.
the Big Apple, and I spent 10 years there. I lived and worked in New York City, the Big Apple, for 10 years. I had a quarter-life crisis. I realized I was unhappy. My parents put me in dance lessons when I was a kid, Indian classical dancing. I grew up watching Bollywood movies, again, thanks to my parents. I wanted to be an actress when I grew up. I'm watching these Bollywood movies, which are all musicals, by the way, and I'm like, I want to do that when I grow up. But my well-intentioned parents didn't want me to study theater. I had to get a real job. What is a real job, Raphael? Tell me.
Nowadays, I don't know. You know.
No, well, in our parents' generation, like you stick with one company all your life. But that theory doesn't apply to our generation.
No, definitely not. I don't like being tied down to anything.
Yeah, I'm not a cubicle girl. I think you can tell.
But why? What pushed you into finance from wanting to dance and act?
So a lot of Indian parents, they force their kids. They want their kids to become doctors. I'm like, I can't stand the sight of blood. Like, ew, nothing.
Yeah.
And then 7 years of schooling until you make any real money.
Yeah, you know what?
You really have to want to become a doctor.
So
to
you
do
really
that.
have to want to become a doctor, because I work a lot with hospitals and medical schools, and I do a lot of interviews. I interview the doctors, the physicians, the nurses, the medical students from when they just start medical school all the way until like they match and then go off to like residency. and they're all in a state of stress.
Right.
They can't wait to get it done, and they're like so overwhelmed, and it's just, but it's because it's so long.
Yeah, it's 7 years at least.
It's
right?
so long, and then so once you start medical school and you're halfway there, quitting is very hard to do, because now you're like, oh, I already put in all this time and money. I already know all the body parts and all the systems and all the everything.
Anatomy,
All the anatomy,
biology,
yes.
chemistry. Oh
I
my
love,
goodness.
yeah, I love all that, by the way. So if you're gonna be a doctor, make sure you're a doctor because you want to, not because your parents are telling you or pushing you
anything
to.
in life, really. If you're gonna pursue anything, do it because you want to do it, not because your parents want you to do it or you think that's what society expects of you. No, do it because it makes you happy. It fulfills you.
Tell them, Sona. Tell them. And so, anyways, you went straight to finance.
Yeah, finance and then real estate.
But
I
because
wanted
you
to
thought,
make money.
Okay,
I wanted to make money, which is what they teach you in finance, right?
So why the love of money at a young age, though?
Well,
What?
Look, I'm the daughter of immigrants. You're the son of immigrants from Mexico, right?
Yes.
Our parents came to the United States of America for a better life. My father is one of 4. My mom is one of 2. You go to India, poverty is just slaps you in the face. Most of the country is struggling in India and here in America also. Just there's the haves and the have-nots in any culture, country, whatever. But what does better life mean? Having more opportunities, and that means money. Money doesn't get you happiness, but it gets you opportunities. It buys you comfort. You can do it's power.
And you understood that as a little girl.
Well,
You're
I'll tell you this, Raphael. So my parents had an arranged marriage in India, which still happens to this day.
Okay.
And my father was the breadwinner when I was growing up. And my mom didn't go to college. She got married and had kids. Okay, to each their own. But single income family. What happens, again, in any culture, religion, country, if that single breadwinner loses his or her job?
The whole family.
Financial hardship.
Yes.
That happened in my family. It was spring of 1999. I came home from school and my dad was there. I'm like, what are you doing here? It was 3:30. He lost his job. And so.
Which was what, if I may ask?
My dad worked as a pharmaceutical auditor.
Oh.
Chemistry, biology background.
Okay, so your dad's educated, very educated.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he went to school,
But
college, he did the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. He came to America in 1980 as a grad student for, again, better life. Right? And then he went back in 83 to get married, arranged marriage.
Okay.
La la.
Okay.
But yeah, so to keep it concise, Raphael, from 1999 to 2015, he was in and out of work. And it's not just the financial hardship especially I think for a man, just not being able to earn sufficiently and provide for his family, it affects his self-esteem, his self-worth, if you will. And so I witnessed that as a child growing up. This was in New Jersey. Half the year, it's freezing cold. Heat is not cheap. To save money, my father would put the heat at 58 degrees, and I'd be shivering.
That's worse than me.
So then, Raphael, after college, when I moved to Manhattan, and I learned that heat is part of rent, I blasted my heater every single day to the max in my Manhattan apartments because I was already paying for it, right?
Yes. So it came included.
Yeah.
But you live the struggles.
No, yeah, I've seen the good in life. I've seen the ugly side of life.
And
money gives you options. It gives you power, opportunities.
So you knew, okay, I need money.
Yeah.
Where is it? Let me study money.
Wall Street, oh la la.
Okay, Wall Street. And you did your bachelor's in.
I have a bachelor's in finance and
finance.
a dual minor in leadership and psychology from Rutgers University, the State University of New Jersey.
Okay, psychology, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, but when you were doing your financial degree, at any point where you're like, ugh.
Back then, I didn't know what happiness was. Society, growing up, you don't learn about happiness. Yeah, we say happy birthday, happy New Year, happy Thanksgiving. But no one really talks about happiness. And in business school, they don't teach you how to be happy. They teach you how to make money.
Did you see a lot of happy people in business school?
No.
So
they call it happy hour for a reason, Raphael.
Yeah. You saw a lot
this is when you're happy, okay?
You saw a lot of alcoholics. So, but you interacted with these people who did end up doing their whole thing. Okay, so you graduated from to university with the
Yeah, finance
finance,
degree, yeah.
and then you did that.
Wall Street, and then I went into real estate, corporate real estate in Manhattan. And then I had a quarter life crisis in my mid to late 20s. And I was actually, quite frankly, I was diagnosed with depression. And that's when I realized I wasn't happy.
That's because you were living a life. So you were doing real estate.
That was my day job, corporate world, yeah.
You didn't like it? Like what?
I realized, because I grew up dancing, I mentioned, right? So how it really all started was I had to go to physical therapy for a lot of different things. This was at the NYU dance clinic. And then that was the physical portion, right? Physical therapy. And then my physical therapist recommended I talk to the sports psychology clinic at NYU because they told me that recovery wasn't just physical, it was also emotional. And I wanted to do anything and everything to get out of pain. I have a very low pain threshold.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'll go see a therapist. But like, it was just surreal to me because I have a psychology minor. Like, I'm like, I don't need to go to shrink.
Yeah. Just talk to me myself in the mirror.
Yeah, right. But like, I did what the doctors recommended, right? The physical therapist, whatnot. And so I went to, that's what pushed me to enroll in therapy. So, and in therapy, let me tell you, you talk about feelings.
And
hardcore feelings.
Is that when you realize, like, I don't want to do what I'm currently doing?
No, that's when I walked out I was diagnosed, and I still had my day job in New York, Wall Street apartment, the life, right, supposedly. And I walked out of the clinic, and that's when it hit me. I wasn't happy. I was unfulfilled. It didn't matter to me. I had a steady paycheck, very large paycheck, living the dream in New York City. None of that meant anything to me anymore.
Did you have friends?
I think so, at the time, or so I thought. But now I've been in California now for 8 years. I don't keep in touch with any of them.
Was your family in New York?
New Jersey. And during this course of time, my parents retired and they went back to India. I had a community, but were they really friends? Look, if they were really friends, I'd still be in touch with them, right? Like,
you don't talk to anybody from then?
Look, keeping in touch is a two-way street, whether it's personal or professional.
Right. That's right.
I moved to California 8 years ago for the dream.
Hey, the phone rings both ways.
Yeah. And a lot of them are married with kids or maybe divorced with kids, whatever. We all change, right? Like change is the only constant.
Yes.
Cheers.
To that.
Cheers to change.
Because every time somebody tells me or shares with me that they are worried about change, I tell them, like, change is good. Change is good.
I realized because I'm really an artist, a performing artist, thanks to my...
That's our train,
Take
everybody.
Take two.
No, see, let me tell you, because Sonali, she don't know, but Victorville is a metropolis. We got our own train that goes from here to...
What I do know is Victorville is super hot in the summer. It's hotter than India.
I grew up in Mexicali, which is hotter than here, like a lot hotter.
Even hotter than India?
Oh, I've never been.
I've never been to Mexicali or
But
Mexico.
it's very humid and it is hot.
Right.
It is hot. So hot anywhere else is like it's like if you live in Manhattan, anywhere else is cheap, right? Because you're used to those expensive prices.
Absolutely.
So you go anywhere else is cheap because you're
in comparison, right?
in comparison. Yeah, same thing with the heat. But yeah, same thing with happiness. You thought you were happy over there.
Steady paycheck.
You
good life.
Yeah.
Right.
So
My dream,
in writing, you were.
in theory, yeah. But in practicality and reality, I really wasn't. Being diagnosed with depression really saved my life. It really did. Because
to know what was going on with you?
Yeah, because look, a lot of people, they go through life, a lot of people, regardless of religion, culture, and whatnot, they go through life just through the motions. Just, go to work, come back, go to work. A lot of people do what they're supposed to do or expected to do, not really what they want to do. I can say that confidently because I was one of those people. But because I was diagnosed with depression, I realized I was unhappy. I was not happy or fulfilled or satisfied working in New York. Because I was trying to say before, I am a performing artist, thanks to my parents.
So you said, F this life here.
I got my bonus.
Let me go as far as I can.
To the other side of the country.
To the other side. And that's what you did?
Yeah.
Overnight?
It took a year to make the transition.
Okay.
So I visited LA for an entertainment conference in October 2016. It was a weekend thing, so I took some time off from work. I never visited California. I had one friend out here. And it was, Raphael, it was 75 degrees in October.
It was.
This is amazing.
Yes.
Because in New Jersey, New York, it's never 75 degrees in October. Maybe it is now, global warming. But no, and then I believe in, I'm not really religious, but I believe in signs from the universe. I believe in divine timing. I believe in the concept, what's in a name? My parents named me Sonali, which means golden in Sanskrit. California is the golden state. I should have been born here. I was born in New Jersey. New Jersey is the garden state. I don't garden. Do I look like I garden? Ew. But I had an epiphany. I'm like, this is amazing. Entertainment conference, meeting casting directors, agents, learning the business.
So you went straight to LA?
Well, so it was a weekend trip, and then I go back to New York. Raphael, the second I leave JFK Airport, it was pouring rain. It was freezing. I'm like, where did I come back to?
But your first impressions of LA when you came and visited
Yeah.
the first time, was it a like culture shock?
No. It was great weather, great people.
So the weather itself, you were like, oh
yeah.
I've seen enough.
Those two reasons, really. Just like,
And you say, I'm gonna go get my cats and my dogs and come to.
well, no cats or dogs, but no, but I had a life in New York, right? I'm not a quitter. So I didn't really just quit like that, but I had a life in New York, a lease, a day job. So I went back, and like I was saying, like I leave JFK Airport, and it's freezing rain, it's cold, and I had just come from 70, 80 degree weather. I'm like, take me back to LA. But so yeah, and so for a year, Raphael, I still stuck it out in New York. I had my job, right? I was waiting for my bonus.
Was that a yearly bonus? You knew it was coming?
Annual bonus, right? I was tied to a lease. An apartment lease is a legal contract.
Yeah.
And I had to wait for that to finish,
Yes.
to end. Oh, and then I kept checking my phone. It was 23 degrees in New York, and it was 83 degrees in LA. I'm like, take me to LA, man.
But now that you knew that you were moving, did that help your mental state?
Oh, yeah.
At least knowing like, hey, now I have an end date. I know I'm not gonna stay here. I know I'm something new. I have a new adventure.
Absolutely.
Change of
I
life.
had a goal, an objective, a dream. And
You had something to look forward to.
Yes.
And sometimes the reason and the cause of depression is that you don't have nothing to look forward
hope
to.
and aspiration, right?
Well, yeah, and I mean that's what drives you.
Yeah.
It's like I want to get there, and then the point A to point B is
you
where
gotta
you find that
you gotta know your
happiness.
destination, absolutely, and you have to enjoy the journey, because the journey is not easy.
Yeah, but it's the fun part.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it gave me hope. It really did.
And so how did you move? Did you fly all your stuff? Or?
So I got my bonus, and then I put in my 2 weeks notice. I gotta go.
Did they hand you the check and you were like, oh, by
okay,
the way?
right. Well, within 24 hours, yeah, that's what happened. My lease came to an end. I sold a bunch of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I came here with
What year was this?
2017.
Okay.
And so yeah, sold a bunch of stuff, and I came here with 3 suitcases. I didn't want any baggage.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a one-way ticket. Wow. Yeah. And I wasn't completely new because I had visited the year before, but I visited for the first time, like I was saying.
But did you have a place already?
No.
Okay.
No job, no one friend, no job,
Is that
no place.
who you landed with?
I stayed at an Airbnb.
Okay.
Cheers to Airbnb.
Yes. Cheers. Cheers.
No, listen, I think Airbnb is a great accommodation option because I was exploring the area, right? And like I had only 3 suitcases. Airbnbs, they're furnished. You don't have to qualify with a credit check, or you don't have to put down a security deposit.
Airbnbs. Yeah. Yeah. It's a vacation. No matter, it could be in your own city. You stay in an Airbnb, it's a vacation.
No, and listen, look, in any city, right? There's rent. That just includes rent. On top of that, Wi-Fi, electricity, water. With an Airbnb, it's one flat fee and everything's included. Let me tell you, I don't do dishes. I run the dishwasher every single day, okay? I need a dishwasher, and to know that it's included in my rent, just like how heat was included in my rent back in Manhattan.
Yeah.
I like that peace of mind.
Yeah.
I really
It's
do.
expensive though.
Life is expensive.
You had that bonus. Fat bonus.
Well, honestly, Raphael, the first year I didn't make any money. I lived off my bonus. My corporate bonus saved me because I chose happiness, right? I chose happiness as a creative artist.
Good choice.
And the first year, I did background work. I started at the bottom, paid my dues now. Background work, look, it's fun. Don't get me wrong.
You're talking about acting.
Yeah.
As an extra
Background,
in the background.
yeah. It's called extras, background work. Yeah, when you see a movie, all the people in the background, like in the mall or whatever, like those are called background actors. You have to get there at 5 a.m. It's like 12-hour days. Lots of waiting.
Standing around?
Well, standing, sitting.
And they
lots of junk food.
And I'm assuming they don't pay you by the hour, right? They pay you.
They do, but it's like minimum wage. But like look, you meet people, you network, right? It's easy money, relatively speaking,
well,
like compared to corporate Manhattan.
The important thing is that you're at the spot where you need to be, which is networking with the people that are gonna get you where you're trying to get. So it doesn't matter. You could have done that for free. It's all good because
I didn't know anybody. I had one friend, right? No nepotism happening here.
No what?
No nepotism.
Another word. With Sonali bringing all the big $5 words.
Finance major. Yeah. But nepotism means I would have had in a perfect world rich parents, rich, well-connected parents. Nah.
In an ideal world.
My parents are immigrants.
Yes. Okay.
Yours too, right?
Yes.
Like, I'm a go-getter. You have to be enterprising, entrepreneurial, ambitious. But yeah, networking, one thing leads to another. It really does. When one door closes, another one opens.
Do you feel like you got, because your goal was to be an actress,
right,
or at least live off of it. Did you get to that point quickly?
So let me backtrack for a second. I grew up dancing, right?
Yeah, you're going to do a demonstration for us
Sure.
right now. Yeah.
There's a Mexican Indian song we'll dance to. I'll teach you, okay?
Oh, yes.
But so that's an art, right? And then actually I back in New York, I was still dancing on the side. It was moonlighting, right? But I also did some fashion modeling. But yeah, I came here for acting background. I got an agent. I did some commercials. I got booked for hosting and stand-up comedy as well. You got to understand, Raphael, entertainment, the entertainment business. Think of it as a house. In any house or home, there's many ways to enter it. From the back, from the front, from the garage, from the side.
I used to get out the window.
Right.
And come back through
So
the other
same
window.
thing with, I came here for acting, but I opened my mind to other forms of entertainment, like hosting, stand-up comedy, reality TV.
I wanted to ask you about stand-up comedy. You did stand-up comedy.
I did it for a year, yeah.
How? Because I feel like stand-up comedy is something that you just always known that you want to be a stand-up comedy, that you're funny. And because to get in front of a crowd, knowing that you have to be funny and then expecting those, I think that's like super hard. That's one of the hardest things.
Being an entrepreneur is not easy.
But I would be an entrepreneur any day. I wouldn't get on stage and try to crack some jokes. You're
on stage right now.
Yeah.
What's this? A show, right?
Yeah,
but there's no live audience here. But there's a digital audience.
But it's kind of that's an interesting connection because you're right. This is a stage. We do have an audience, and this is not scripted. We're just having a conversation,
right,
but at the same time, you have to keep it going. You have to pay attention, and you have to make it entertaining for the audience. Otherwise, you got no show. But I'm so curious about your stand-up comedy. How did that go?
I've always been told, Raphael, that I'm witty and funny on a non-formal, casual basis, right? Let me tell you something about California, and especially as you get into your 30s, right? So I moved to California when I was 30. I told you about the quarter-life crisis.
Yes.
What do a lot of people do in their 30s? In any culture, religion, country, whatnot. They get married. They have kids.
I was going to say they get a bunch of baby mamas.
Or that. Each their own. I opted not to do that. And, honestly, it was a blessing in disguise. Because let's say if I had all that back in the East Coast, I would have been stuck out there. Mm-hmm. I would not have been able to just do what I did, right? Which is what I shared with you already, right? I got my bonus, I resigned, sold a bunch of stuff, broke my lease, or lease ended, and then I came out to California with 3 suitcases, right? Would I have been able to do that if I was married with kids?
No, not as easy, because
right,
there's a lot of people that still pick up and leave. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, that is true. That happens.
But
it's not easy, right? Whether you're single or in a relationship, married, choose your heart, right? So with that said, coming to California, I was 30. California, you have to have a car here, right? It's not like New York or Manhattan. You just hop on the subway,
Yeah, you
you're
can
at a
walk
party,
anywhere.
or you walk everywhere, right?
It's like that in Europe too. You don't need a car. You
Oh,
just
okay, you
get on the
go.
metro
Yeah.
metro everywhere.
But
It's
with that
awesome.
said, California, it's very suburban, more or less. You need a car. Things are very isolated, right? I first moved to downtown LA, which is just like Manhattan. Things are shut down by 9 o'clock at night.
In LA?
Yeah, in downtown LA, I learned.
Yeah, really? I did
but-
not know that. Another point for LA.
Yeah, so to your point, to your question about stand-up comedy, I realized, I was pursuing my passion, entertainment, acting, whatnot, but I was lonely. I was. I've spent many holidays by myself. I've cried myself to sleep, tears of loneliness. So January 2022, New Year's resolution, I told myself I wasn't going to do that anymore. I wasn't going to be sad. I wasn't going to be alone anymore. And so on January 1st, I went to a stand-up comedy show at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank. Jay Leno was performing. I grew up watching Jay Leno on The Tonight Show. Yeah. And so I went to see him. I bought my tickets and everything. And so on my way out, the Flappers Comedy was promoting classes. So I picked up a flyer, and that's how it happened. I invested in my entertainment training. You got to invest in your training.
Yeah,
It's a craft. It's an art.
Yes.
And that's how it happened. I had a coach. To obtain any level of success, when it takes a village. You need a mentor. You need a coach. And so I got that through Flappers Comedy Club. And so I did it for a year. My specialty. So what I learned about stand-up comedy, it's about putting a positive spin on the hardships you've had in life.
Okay.
And so I mentioned loneliness.
So I've heard that comedy is, yes, let's see if I remember, because I remember in Spanish, but it's like a replay of a tragedy. So
Right.
like it's a tragedy, but with the
Positive, yeah.
Well, you're at the time is the worst thing that happened to you.
When you're in it. Right?
Yeah, but then you're telling your friends and you're laughing about it.
Right.
So okay, so your comedy
That was my niche.
angle was
My niche was dating dilemmas as an Indian American millennial virgin.
oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
that's a niche right there. Okay,
Yeah,
I want to go see the show.
I don't do it technically
I
anymore,
know,
but
I know.
it's on Instagram.
Is it
Check it
really?
out.
Okay.
Yeah, I may get into it again. You never know. Time will tell.
How did the crowd respond?
I'll give you a quick story, Raphael. Flappers had a women's night, women's open mic. It's supposed to be all women comedians and then all women in the audience.
Oh.
Women supporting women.
Yeah.
2 guys somehow got in the audience.
Okay. Was that too many?
Yes. So let me backtrack for a second, Raphael. So again, I was not allowed to date growing up. It was forbidden. My own parents had an arranged marriage. I was told boys are bad. The word sex is bad. It's something that happens after marriage. I did not dorm on campus during college. At the time, my father, the breadwinner, told me it was because of financial reasons, and he was right. Room and board can be just as expensive as tuition. So I didn't want to be drowning in student loans and whatnot. But then later on, as I went through life, I learned that my dad did not want me dorming on campus because what do college kids do on campus? They do hanky-panky.
They study a lot. They help each other with their homework.
Of course. Academia.
Yeah. Brainstorm.
I didn't go to prom.
Okay.
I stayed home that night.
So
That's why now every day is prom.
so any potential of you probably like hooking up or dating or
I am not a one night stand or hookup type of girl, even at my age now. Absolutely not.
You were on a show.
I've been on many shows.
Tell me
Which one?
Tell me about your latest show.
Yeah, so that was my upbringing. But then at 22, Raphael, I graduate with a finance degree, and my parents, my father in particular, he's like, okay, we're gonna get you married. I'm like, to who? I'm like, you've never let me date. I have a Wall Street job lined up. You've never let me have a boyfriend, and now you want me to get married? Again, to who?
So it was out of nowhere, like, hey.
Yeah, we were driving home from my graduation
You never
ceremony.
knew, like, there was never a talk, like, oh,
No.
by the way, when
We
you
never
grow,
talked.
when you grow up,
The whole topic was forbidden.
even an arranged marriage.
It was my parents' hope, even to this day. Good luck with that. Was that arranged marriage when the time comes, when you're of that age.
So
right? Yeah, but I'm telling you, Raphael, especially for a South Asian woman, everything I did was supposed to be for that marriage resume. So yeah, I got the degree. That's what they would tell
That was just to sell you off, or not sell you off.
Yeah, well, literally, yeah, and more or less, yeah. Like they would, their plan was, my parents' plan was to tell potential suitors, oh, my daughter has a finance degree, she's educated, you know. But my parents didn't realize is that's why I would not make the ideal Indian housewife.
Because
Because I'm type A, I'm ambitious, I'm career oriented.
So in your parents' minds was like, oh wow, this is the woman that I want. But really, what the Indians or the guy parents were probably like, oh, you don't want that because she could just, you know, leave you too independent.
Look, my parents are not the only Indians who came to America, right, for a better life. There's lots of South Asians, right? The next mayor of New York City, our second lady, Kamala Harris, is 50% Indian American, right? The arranged marriage does happen in our cultures. To this day, it happens, it does. But the benefit of being in America means that we have freedom of choice. Like my voice, Kamala Harris said this best, our vote is our voice, which is our power. So my voice, like what I'm doing now, right? Yes. Conversing with you.
Yes.
Thank you again for having me.
Yes.
It's my power. My money is power. Money gives you options. Being educated gives you power and options. Arranged marriage is an old-fashioned concept, in my humble opinion. Yes. Rafael, I'm 38 years young now, right? If I had given into the arranged marriage pressure in my 20s, I truly believe I would have been divorced by now. Because I'm not a typical Indian housewife. I don't care to have kids. Women's body, women's choice, teach their own. Botox over babies.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm very ambitious and type A. I will never tolerate anybody telling me what to do, what not to wear. Yeah. And just to be quite frank with you, a lot of South Asian men, they're very misogynistic. It's a very male-dominated culture, very patriarchal. And I'm not about that at all.
You would have struggled in that marriage.
I would have been miserable. I really would have. I would not have been able to pursue my dreams of being on camera.
So how did you get out of it?
I'm a fighter.
Who'd you fight?
My dad. The one who made me, the one who created my love for being on camera.
How bad was this fight?
It was not good. It was ugly. Tears. When I was, and again, I'm being completely transparent with you, Rafael, when I was 32, so my mom has Alzheimer's now, but a couple years ago, she was still thriving. My mom was always there, but she was silent and powerless, which is the case with a lot of South Asian women, especially in my parents' generation. It got so bad one year when I was 32, my father called me, in our language, a piece of shit, because I was not married with kids. Oh, wow. And I was not as strong back then, but I started crying just like that.
Yeah.
And my mom was there, but she was just quiet and powerless. And I, since then, like I've had bouts of non-speaking terms with my, you know.
Do you talk to your dad now?
On an as-needed basis. Okay. We're not close.
So did he try for a long time?
Oh, yeah.
When did he give up? Like years?
When my mom's Alzheimer's really set in.
Oh, wow. So he tried for years.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you married yet?
Rafael, an Indian guy? Like, let's say, again, in theory, if I gave in, even now, right, like in my 30s, if I gave into if I married an Indian guy, Rafael, an Indian guy could be my long-lost brother. Ew!
Why, was your dad wilding out in India or what?
I don't know. My parents had an arranged marriage. I think I mentioned the virgin word before. I'm pretty sure both my parents were virgins before they got married. Dating just wasn't a thing back then. And even in my family growing up, like no dating, no nothing. So my older cousin in New Jersey, her mom is my dad's sister. She had a big fat Indian wedding. I was 11 years old. She married the only other Indian guy that was in her high school class. You
guys keep it
in
the culture.
Yeah, well, this was 1998, before social media, before dating apps and the internet.
Oh, yeah.
But it was the only other Indian guy in her high school class. They were high school sweethearts. And Rafael, it was a supply and demand issue, right? Mm-hmm. They were the only two Indians. So.
Yeah, okay.
And even though she's my generation, what changed in between? Dating apps, the internet, social media, and I think that has just destroyed.
More options.
Yeah, sure.
You get to see what's out there more.
Sure, yeah.
Exactly. So, how was it? Did you like dating apps?
No, I think dating apps are horrible.
You tried it?
Yeah, I've tried. I speak from experience.
Yeah. Where you're like, Man, there's nothing good in here.
Stranger danger.
Yeah.
I went on three dates with guys I supposedly matched with on dating apps. 2 were Indian.
Okay, I was about to ask.
2 were Indian. The second one was Persian, brown. Anyway, Raphael, the first guy had a lisp.
It's all good.
No, I'm sorry. All due respect to people who have lisps. But it's a communication barrier.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he was an inch shorter than me.
Okay. How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8". So
Without heels. That's another thing. I'm an unusually tall Indian girl. I am taller than most Indian guys.
okay. Oh. Okay.
Can I help it?
So how tall are you with heels?
5'11".
Oh.
Like right now.
So you need a guy that's 6 feet tall.
In theory, yeah.
At least.
Just like-
At least. Y'all hear? Okay.
So that was the first guy. The second guy was Persian. He had a very thick Persian accent. Oh, and he had facial hair. Like, ew. No, and then he was like to me on the date, "What's your love language?" And I'm like, dude, it's the first date. Like, you think I'm gonna let you touch me? Like, no.
No, but a love language could be anything, right?
I didn't even know what that meant.
It meant like maybe your love language is food, or watching movies, or going to the park. It's your love language. It could be anything.
I'm learning.
Could be pretzels. Yeah.
Oh, and then the third guy, he was actually from the town next to me in New Jersey. We meet in LA. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that's crazy. That's the one.
I know, right?
That's the one that got away. So what
he was a year older than me, and his sister had an arranged marriage with an Indian guy, and then he was a gentleman and he treated me, and I got brotherly vibes from him. I did. No, and then the date ended. We gave each other a hug, and that was the last I saw of him. No, and then it was the Bumble app. I tried to keep in touch. I invited him to Magic Castle in Hollywood. Magic Castle is very exclusive.
Is it the one that burned down?
No. I have reservations there in a couple weeks.
Did it catch on fire or almost?
I don't think so. It may have. I don't know. I don't watch the news. It's too depressing.
Is it?
It's in Hollywood.
Yeah, because it looks like an old house,
Yeah, it's
right?
a castle. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a chance to go, but I didn't go. I couldn't go. But
I have a connection. We'll go.
So
Yeah. Janet will join
do
us.
you need to know a magician?
You need to have a contact, yeah, to get a ticket, yeah. It's very exclusive.
That's funny. How is it in there? Super elegant or what?
Very, very, very VIP.
Yeah.
Very, very VIP.
No, my whole family went, and they were all like,
They left you out?
I couldn't make it. I had to work. I had an important client.
They will turn you away if you're not dressed
Yeah.
according to their standards.
But I mean, we dressed up for anything.
But yeah,
Okay.
so I invited that Indian guy to
Yeah.
the Magic Castle, and then he declined, and that was it. I'm like, I'm not gonna chase you, dude.
Well-
Look, Raphael, dating is a life skill. I was forbidden from developing that life skill. Fast forward to adulthood, like whatever. I'm married to my career.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, which is being on
Entertainment,
TV.
yeah, entertainment. Because the truth of the matter is, Raphael, from a woman's perspective, a man is not a financial plan. I learned that in business school. Never, a woman out there, regardless of what culture you are, what religion you are, do never depend on a man for money. A man is not a financial plan. If a man can feed you, he can also starve you. Okay?
That's true. That's true.
Present company excluded.
We see it all the time. Yeah. No, here, have some more. No.
I bought this.
But it's true. You should not. And
You shouldn't depend on anybody for money.
but also happiness. You should not depend on your happiness.
Yeah,
should
and
not
that is true,
should
too,
not
yes.
depend on anybody else.
I agree.
So
Because
don't.
the truth is, again, we're talking about hard truths here, okay? If you met me 2 or 3 years ago, I would have said marriage is forever. It's not.
Marriage?
Yeah. Just,
Oh yeah. I mean, it seems like everybody gets divorced.
right. Or the ones who stay married, they're unhappy. So you can't win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I absolutely agree with that too. Don't ever depend on a man
Yeah.
or anybody for happiness. Just find it within.
So you're married to your career.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, you're on TV. That's where I saw
I'm very
you.
famous. I'm very humble too.
I saw every episode
Good.
of your show.
Thank you for
Yeah.
watching. Thank you for your support.
Yeah. What other shows have you done?
So going back to entertainment. So yeah, I came here for acting 8 years ago, right? But I opened my mind to other forms of entertainment, like hosting stand-up comedy, which we talked about a bit, and Dun-dun-dun, reality TV. Raphael, reality TV is a great way to gain exposure. It's perfect for people who don't hail from the business, meaning have rich, well-connected parents in showbiz.
Is that's just like, how do you even hear about? Because it seems like once you watch the show, it's too late to apply. Because how do you need to be connected with an agency, and do you need to put yourself out there like, hey, I'm willing to participate in any reality TV show that has to do with anything?
Having an agent does help because it takes a team, right? A village. But again, it's, thanks to social media actually and the internet, you can find postings and breakdowns just on your own. The way I did it was for me, so this was January 2019. I had my third and final heartbreak with an Indian guy, and I'm like, no more Indian guys. And that was the year Priyanka Chopra, a month prior, Priyanka Chopra got married to Nick Jonas. So Nick Jonas is from New Jersey, which is where I was born and raised. And then Priyanka Chopra, she's only a few years older than me. I grew up watching her on Bollywood movies. And then they're still together. How did that happen? Okay. Right?
So it's not
entertainment,
impossible.
right? It's on the internet, right? Because of her TV show. So he discovered her when she broke into Hollywood, Quantico, right? So then with that happening, December 2018, January 2019, Colton Underwood was cast as The Bachelor on ABC. He was cast because he was a 26-year-old Caucasian virgin.
Okay.
And a light bulb went off in my head, Raphael. Because I was 32 then. I'm an American-born citizen. I'm still a virgin. And I'm like, I should apply to reality TV. Not just to find love, but just to gain exposure. But I also want to just say, you can't go into entertainment looking to get famous. Fame is a secondary byproduct of the art, the craft, the hard work. You got to pursue entertainment because your soul will not allow you to do anything else.
Right.
And just keep hustling. That's what drives me, passion. The love of being on camera and having a mic, being able to use my voice. So yeah, I applied to reality TV like it was like a job search. So I applied to The Bachelor, that didn't work out. Indian matchmaking, they auditioned me, but again, didn't work out. Even though, and look, I know I told myself, no more Indian guys, and yet I applied to Indian matchmaking, but
But you never know.
You never know. It's not good to generalize, but still, whatever. I tried. They auditioned me, but then they didn't pick me. Their loss. Next. Yeah. But yeah, I just kept applying. And look, Raphael, in entertainment, whether it's scripted or unscripted, talk shows, hosting, whatever, you got to keep going. Because and Tom Hanks said it best, never give up because you never know when the tide will turn. So when you keep going, you will achieve something at some point. So finally, all my persistence paid off. The first show I was cast on for being a virgin still was actually the Dr. Phil show.
Okay.
So The Bachelor didn't work out. Again, they're lost. Next, move on.
But Dr. Phil was like, I want to talk to this young lady.
I saw something on Instagram, actually, that the Dr. Phil production team was looking to help millennials with their love life. I'm a millennial.
Okay.
I was 33 then. I'm like, because I was sick of the dating apps, and I did not want an Indian arranged marriage as per my parents,
So
right?
you were like,
so I need something new. I need a new option,
Dr.
right?
Phil, hook me up.
Albert Einstein said it best, Raphael. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. That was the situation I was in. So yeah, I applied to Dr. Phil. They loved me, and they booked me, and that was...
So you were on the show?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was surreal, Raphael. It really was.
Because this would be the first time that you're on TV.
On national television.
So you go in there and like the producers are telling you what's going on, and you're getting like makeup or hair or wardrobe.
They treated me like a princess.
Microphone.
Oh,
you
yes,
are a princess.
just like here.
Yes, of course.
There was no alcohol on set.
Yeah. Then,
can't have it all, right?
then this show.
No, but they treated me very well, very VIP, very princess type treatment. This was during COVID, 2020. But I had a virtual audience. It was just me and him on stage. His wife was in the audience. And it was surreal because, again, no nepotism, right? I used to watch Oprah every day at 4 o'clock after school, right? And I saw Dr. Phil for the first time on Oprah. Back then, Raphael, as a student in New Jersey, I never thought about California. I never thought about being in entertainment. I was just a kid, right? But then 20 years later, to be on to be meeting Dr. Phil in person, I was on cloud 9.
Okay.
And so he gave me some advice about.
So it was an interview type of
Yeah,
thing.
it was a talk show. Yeah,
And
my
he
first
said,
media interview. But look, Raphael, like, TV is TV, film is film, life is acting.
life is acting.
Yeah.
I think it is. It is because you're every person you interact with, you're aware. You're trying to present yourself a certain type
Yeah.
of way.
If I were to ever hypothetically go back to Wall Street, corporate finance, I would not wear a tutu skirt.
Love it. Love it.
I wouldn't walk in with. I'd maybe walk in with my smoothie jar. I wouldn't walk in with this, right? You got to present yourself accordingly. You got to change your behavior. Match the person's energy, right?
Yes.
It's life.
Yeah. I love matching energies. I love matching your energy. you got really good energy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been told that before.
So I'm sure Dr. Phil loved you, and the episode was. I'm gonna go look it up.
It's out there.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
It's out there. Film is forever.
It is.
Photo and film are forever.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I was on national television.
And so
I was.
Did that lead to anything directly?
Yeah. So that was 2020, and then again, I just kept hustling, kept applying. The first reality TV dating show I was on, it was called 5 Guys a Week.
Damn. Sounds like a very. So what is this about 5 guys a week?
So it turned out to be a 20-episode show. Each episode has one leading lady.
Okay.
Each leading lady lives with and dates 5 guys during the course of the week. And as the week progresses, she kicks out one guy at a time.
Everybody's living in the same house?
Yeah, one bathroom.
But she's dealing with everybody at the same time?
Yeah,
It's not like it's a different one every day.
at the same time.
Okay.
So like on Sunday, there's 5 guys. But then Sunday night, I kick out one guy. And then Monday night, I kick out another guy. And then I had the director was coaching me and whatever. One bathroom.
For you and the guys?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was the only female.
Uh-huh.
Our phones were taken away because production, casting, they wanted us to be focused on the experience,
Yeah.
right? I didn't know anything about the men. I met them for the first time on camera.
You met them at the show, like during the show?
On camera. I didn't know anything about any of them.
First impressions, were you like, Jesus.
It's still out there. Again, photo and film are forever, right? It was originally on Lifetime Network, and it's still on Amazon and YouTube. But yeah, I lived with and dated 5 guys at once, and as the week progressed, I kicked out one guy at a time.
Based on what? Here, guys, take notes.
Compatibility, what I was looking for. During the casting process, Raphael, they asked me, what are you looking for? What do you want? I'm like, just don't give me any Indian guys.
But it wasn't, so like the first guy you kicked out, he just sucked?
He had said something that struck a nerve with me.
Was something that, I was going to say, is it something that he said that you were like, okay, he's out of here?
He said, marriage is a business contract.
A business contract? Maybe a lot of people see it that way.
I said to you earlier that I'm an Indian sweetheart and an American savage because I'm Indian American. Thanks to my parents. You're Mexican American, right?
Yeah. So wait, so am I a Mexican sweetheart and a American savage?
Only you would know that.
I gotta think about that one.
But because there's parts of me that are Indian, there are other parts of me that are American. Same with you, right?
Yeah, you use them accordingly.
Yeah. Cool.
Depending on the situation.
Yeah, and the person you're dealing with and whatnot. Raphael, when it comes to love, romance, relationships, that's my Indian sweet sentimental side.
The relationships.
When it comes to career, business, finance, that's my American savage side. You got to be tough, right? Otherwise, people will take advantage of you.
Step all over you. Yeah, you gotta take out the claws.
Yeah. So with that first guy, I don't even remember his name.
Yeah. No need.
He had said that marriage is a business contract. I'm like, I'm here for love.
And then you were like, next, okay, you out.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm here for love, not business.
Did anybody get close to what you were looking for? The last guy that stayed on.
So Raphael,
what did he do good?
I only kissed one guy, and he's the guy I picked.
That one guy.
Yeah, his name was Eric. He kind of looked like Nick Jonas. Producers, casting did a good job, A+.
Okay. Did you go like purely on looks, or like were you like?
No, we talked
Did
a
you give
lot.
him extra chances because he was like, you know what, he looked.
No,
good.
so
He looks good.
Raphael, I am what's known as a demisexual. Do you know what that means? I'm teaching all these new words.
Intelligence.
A demisexual needs an intellectual and an emotional connection with
Okay.
whomever before they can let anything physical happen. Alcohol's talking out.
Yeah. You want more?
I believe friendship is the foundation of any relationship. However, I do not believe in friends with benefits. Look, it's complicated, right? Relationships are complicated. So with Eric, he was the one I connected with on a most deep intellectual, hence emotional level.
In a demi way.
Yeah. Yeah, but then he turned out to be a jerk after cameras stopped rolling.
Oh, he was acting. Because life is acting.
Right. But no, but yeah. It didn't work out, long story short. So that was the first show. The second show.
I always wonder about all these reality TV shows like The Bachelor or whatever. Do they actually stay together? Or because I feel like a lot of people do use it as a springboard.
That's the problem, unfortunately. Like for me, Raphael, I truly believe whether it's on camera or off camera, one lie leads to another lie, and you can only keep it up for so long.
Yeah, my memory is terrible. That's hard for me. Like I don't lie because I'll be. What did I say? What did I tell you?
I'm gonna write down what you said.
Yeah, I can't keep up.
But with that said, you're right. A lot of people on these reality shows, they're fake.
Right?
Yeah, and they're just only pursuing fame. I'm not that. I'm telling you right now.
You were actually going
I was
for
authentic,
love.
genuine, yeah. And I was completely honest and transparent with casting and all my fellow cast members.
How because you got camera people following you. I've always wondered this about the reality TV shows.
There were cameras everywhere, even in the bathrooms.
In the bathrooms. Okay. Did you? Okay.
If you watch the show, one of the guys, Kenny, the runner-up, he was they photographed him leaving the shower and they blurred his butt. But they didn't do that with me because I'm a lady.
They didn't blur your butt? No.
But yeah, there's cameras everywhere. Even when you're sleeping, there's a lot of alcohol. Because
is it pretty free-ranged? Like, or the producers are like, hey, you gotta you gotta go fight this person, you gotta go argue with this person, you gotta go tell them this.
So with you gotta understand with these shows, you see it for the first time when everybody else sees it for the first time. So what I saw, like with the 5 guys a week, so there were the final 2, they had to, so I don't cook, as I've confessed to you earlier, right? So for the final 2, Eric and Kenny, the Asian guy who, they photographed his butt while leaving the shower, but they blurred out the butt. Anyway, although everyone's butt is the same, right?
I don't know, I see some different butts.
They for the show, for the final date, they had them cook a meal for me. And so they made it a cooking competition. And so I'm sure that part was scripted and directed. Yeah, because you have to understand something.
That's fun, though.
Yeah.
How was the food?
It was good. Tofu. I'm vegan, so. Because you have to understand something for the audience. The story has to flow. So even with unscripted reality TV, if you will, there is some element of it that is scripted. That's planned, and because there has to be a story to it, right? So yeah, part of my story is that I don't cook. Neither does Priyanka Chopra. Yeah, so that was the first show. The second show, it was a British production company. It's called Dating Different.
How's your British accent?
Non-existent. I do find the British accent very sophisticated and sexy, though, I will say. Very fancy.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I always ask people to do a British accent.
Hey, the 3 years ago, the 3 years ago, the British Prime Minister was an Indian guy.
Wow.
Rishi Sunak. I'm telling you, us Indians are taking over the world.
Hey, come on, Mexicans.
Mexicans are second
Keep
behind.
up. Shit. So the second show was
was a 1 episode. So the 5 guys a week was 5 blind dates. The second show, Dating Different, was 1 blind date.
Okay. And Dating Different, what was that concept about?
That was just a 1 blind date, and you have to understand something, Raphael. I was cast for all these shows, whether it was reality TV shows or the talk shows, because of my V card.
Because of your resume.
Yeah, finance degree.
Wow. Do you guard it more because it's gotten you into shows, or like you have some sort of purpose or use to it? Do you feel like it's like, oh no, like I just rather keep it?
I told you about I educated you about the term demisexual. So I grew up watching Bollywood movies, right? That's when I learned that friendship is the foundation of a romantic relationship. And then from there it grows. I am not a one-night stand or hookup type of girl. If you met me 10 years ago, it's not that I was private. It's not that I was ashamed of my virginity. I was just private about it. Like I was working in finance and in corporate Manhattan. Why would I talk about it publicly, right? But like transitioning into entertainment, it's all about vulnerability and what makes you unique, right? There is so much competition. Right. Entertainment, it's a tough business, not just emotionally, but also financially. You got to stand out. So I put two and two together, and I'm like, well, my virginity is what makes me unique. Yeah. Because most people are sleeping around.
Yeah. Yeah, you stand out for sure. And I'm sure these producers are like, oh yeah, get her in here.
I saw in a Bollywood movie, I was 8 years old. This was 1995. And the movie follows two Britishers, actually. It's set in London, and it follows two Indians. They meet serendipitously. They're touring Europe. And there's a dialogue from that movie. The movie is called, are you ready, audiences? Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. It's in Hindi, and it means the guy will take away the girl in a marriage, the bridegroom, whatever. Because again, all Indian movies are love stories that lead to marriage. So there's a dialogue in that movie where the guy is saying to the girl, I'm also Indian. I know what respect means for an Indian girl. And this is the morning after they were out drinking and whatever, and they end up sleeping, not together, but like in the same room, and the guy's a gentleman, he sleeps on the floor, and then the girl wakes up hungover, and it's her first time drinking and everything, and then she was afraid that she lost her virginity to the guy, but then the guy calms her down and said, no, don't worry, I know I'm also Indian, I know what respect means for an Indian girl, and then they hug. But I saw that when I was 8 years old, and that's when it hit me. And then I told you earlier I wasn't allowed to date or do anything growing up. And then bam, arranged marriage pressure, like what the hell. Long story short, Raphael, even at this point in life, I don't even call it sex.
Say it louder.
No! Even though I have sex on the beach.
See?
The irony, oh my gosh. I call it love making love. I consider it a very special and sacred concept. I really do. I fall in love with just one kiss. I won't even let a guy kiss me unless I know him, I trust him.
So you fell in love with Eric?
Yeah, I did. I cried over him. I cried over him twice. Yeah. A guy will only make a girl cry. I'm telling you. No, but like he declined the magic castle. Like, go to hell, Eric. I'm not gonna chase you or anything.
So this dating different. What was the concept of that?
Yeah,
show?
so that was one blind date, and it was filmed in LA.
But it was just a random date, like. Well,
the production got the guy, and he turned out to be an actor. On a reality show, Raphael, if they get an actor, how do you know that he's not just acting? Because like right now, like I know I said life is acting, but like I'm being completely authentic right now, and this is not scripted, right? What we're doing right now, right? Like just. So like with this dating different guy, he was an actor. That was his profession, and good for him. But like when he said that to me, I was like, how do I know you're not acting right now?
No, you don't.
And he had a very dull personality. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
Just,
boring.
Yes.
He didn't drink tequila.
No, it was a daytime date. Yeah. So whatever. That didn't work out. But it was the experience of being on camera, the thrill of it, the fun.
Getting experience.
Yeah. The third show, it was called The Catch. That actually never aired. I filmed it, but it got shelved, which can happen in entertainment, unfortunately. It's a roller coaster.
That sucks. Was that also a dating show?
Yes. So the premise of The Catch was they were looking for leads who were not so authentically pleasing growing up, but now
they had a glow up.
Were.
Okay.
So Raphael, when I was a kid growing up, I was fat. I had braces. I had acne. I had glasses.
We're going to post a picture.
Yeah, I know.
Right
Before and after. So then I submitted those, and then fast forward to now.
Yeah.
So that was the premise of that show, but I never even saw the footage or anything. So that never even aired. So then that was the third show. And then in between all these shows, Raphael, I was booked on different talk shows. Dr. Phil was the first one ever, way back when, in 2020. But then the Tamron Hall people found me. I was on the Tamron Hall show. And that was a more respectful conversation because Tamron Hall's a female. And it was just it was a better dynamic. And you can watch it, it's on YouTube. TMZ wrote about me. New York Post wrote about me.
Okay.
I'm apparently a hit.
You're very Googleable.
Yes, Googleable, yes.
Googleable. and so was there a fourth show?
Yeah, so the fourth show was the biggest one so far. You never know what the future will hold.
The recent
The
one.
most recent one, yeah. It's called Virgins.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder what it's all about.
So yeah, I found that about 2 years ago.
Did you know it was gonna be like big from the beginning, just because it was like the whole premise is
So
virgins?
you gotta understand, Raphael, when you except for maybe Dr. Phil, I found that on my own, right? And it did say the Dr. Phil production team, and like all the other talk shows, they found me, right? They contacted me. With the other shows, you gotta understand something about the postings and the breakdowns. They don't tell you up front which network it's gonna be on.
They don't tell you anything.
They leave it very vague in general. And you learn more as you get into the process, right? I auditioned for it. I applied, I auditioned for it through Zoom, phone calls, whatever. And they kept moving me forward in the casting process. At that point, I knew it was going to be on TLC Network.
Which is pretty big deal, no? Like, were you like, holy...
I grew up watching TLC, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Even I don't watch TV.
I don't watch it either unless I'm on it.
Like, not even when I was... Yeah, that's a cool sentence right there. I don't watch TV unless I'm on it.
I'm very humble. I'm very humble.
So humble. But TLC is like, when you told me like, oh, the show's on TLC, like I knew what that was. I was like, okay, that's a pretty big thing.
So as I kept moving on in the casting process, that's when I learned it was going to be on TLC. So then, Raphael, filming finally began a year after I auditioned for the project. This business is a journey.
But how do they know? Because a lot could happen in a year.
True.
They're risking it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And also, they're not checking, right?
They don't physically check, no, but they do ask a lot of questions. And like I shared earlier with
And
you,
they're like,
one lie leads to another lie,
they're like,
right?
yeah, this guy definitely, she's definitely not lying about this.
Because I was completely transparent and authentic about my story, about my journey, right?
And it makes sense.
So, like, look, I can only talk about myself, right? Like, what happened to how the others got on the show is beyond me, quite frankly. But there's 3 other leads you can catch.
No, I know. I know them all.
But yeah, filming finally began a year after I auditioned for it. That show I filmed for 6 months.
And just quickly for the audience, just give them a quick synopsis. The show is called Virgins.
The show is called Virgins. It's on TLC.
Which is about...
For adult virgins, which is a quality everybody has until some point in life. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It is what it is.
And it consists of just kind of following you around for a period of time and even going on dates and see how that works out, maybe trying different things. It's pretty interesting.
You saw the show.
Yeah, I saw the show and it's cool because each of the 4 leads, they're trying different things. It's like it's like a different story for each one.
Right.
And they did I feel like they did a pretty good job at kind of just, you know, showing everybody because it's so different.
Yeah, we're all different. I'm the only Indian girl.
Yeah.
There's a Caucasian female, there's a Caucasian guy, and then there's a dark-skinned woman.
Yes.
And we all have different stories, right? Different walks of life.
Yeah, she's freaky.
They filmed her at a BDSM class. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to turn this off.
Yeah, I mean, you had some pretty intimate scenes as well.
Well, I'll tell you this. I learned a lot about myself on that show. I learned a lot about life. I filmed for 6 months. Very emotional, very emotionally intense, deep.
Within
journey.
those 6 months, how many days were actually like people following you around? Was it like once a week, once a month?
It was sporadic. It was not. It wasn't every day, but I was on call.
Okay, like hey. Tomorrow
like on a Sunday, let's say. Like we never filmed on weekends.
And they ask you like, hey, what's going on with you? Like, are you talking to anybody?
They ask you what's going on in your life. They ask me what are my interests, what do I like to do, right? I love doing yoga. They took me to an acrobatic yoga class, right? Like which I never even knew existed. See, I told you I learned a lot about life, right, on that show. I didn't know what vaginismus was. I didn't know what a dilator was. I had gone through stuff in life earlier. And let me tell you, Raphael, it is very difficult to be a girl in any culture.
Yes. I'm okay being a guy. Like, it is difficult.
Not just with the lady part issues and challenges, but like the pressure to get married and have kids by a certain time in life. It is inhumane and insane.
Yeah. And then
The pressure us women experience, really.
And in a very, like, the window where you're supposed to be doing all that is very short. And it seems like you miss it, and that's it. And that's a lot of pressure for women to deal with all the time. So I feel you, ladies.
Yeah.
I sympathize. Which is why I'm offering another drink.
I'll accept. Round 2. Bring it on, Raphael.
Hey,
Sex
okay.
on the beach.
Sex on the beach. Listen.
Irony 101.
Go. So I've been bartending
For like a day.
For a couple hours now. I feel like I've gotten a lot better since my last one.
Thank you.
We're about to have
Round 2.
We're about to have SCX on the beach. That's for all my AMSR.
Right.
How do you say it? AMSR?
I've seen that trend on Instagram. I've never done it though.
It's like
You think you whisper into the? What is the point of that?
so,
I don't get it.
So do that. Whispering. You want fans? Whisper
I have fans.
Whisper.
What-
No,
Raphael, how
you're
dare
about
you?
to get
Like,
a whole new. You're about to get a whole new wave of fans. Whisper something into the microphone, real close.
Be happy. Sonali the professional. Okay, no, that wasn't whispering. I have to whisper. Okay. Take 2, take 3.
Oh shit, this is the wrong one.
Sonali the professionally famous virgin. Her favorite drink is sex on the beach. Ooh la la. Mic drop.
See, you got me nervous. I was like, huh? So no, the trend was that yeah, people like it. I don't know why, but
I think it's interesting. I've seen it, but like I don't get it. I really don't.
because I think it tickles you. It tickles you. Like that's what it feels. That's what it feels. It does. Like, you know when like somebody, and I don't know, but when somebody kind of like just caresses you lightly.
I've heard.
and
I've
it
seen
gives-
on movies.
and it gives you kind of like the goosebumps. I feel like that stuff, like when you're hearing it, like little sounds like this, that's what it does,
Interesting.
and people like that.
I just learned so much from you, Raphael.
You're welcome, Sana.
Thank you, gracias, Raphael. I just.
Sex on the beach.
Finance degree. I don't know how I survived my degree, like college world.
You're a
I'm an extrovert.
you're a survivor.
I'm a fighter. Yeah.
You're a fighter.
I'm not a wuss.
No, not a sissy.
Sonali is not a sissy.
No. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, magic.
Hey, you gotta.
Oh my God, it's so colorful.
It's
Just like me.
With love, like see.
Love.
You gotta make love to the drink.
Oy, ooh la la.
That's in the Mexican culture. That's what they say. Like, oh, this was cooked with love.
Oh.
Or if
Sex-
it's very spicy, they're like, oh, she was mad when she cooked this.
Oh,
And
really?
It's extra hot. Yeah.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Look at this. This is a lot prettier.
Sexo en la playa.
Hey, see?
Cheers,
that.
round 2.
See?
So, in our conversation so far, I don't think I have shared with you, Raphael, that at my middle school graduation, I got the Spanish award for academic excellence.
Entonces, vamos a hablar español.
Okay, that's very complicated. I don't know what you just said.
I said in that case, we're going to speak Spanish from
Okay,
now on
I'll
for the
try.
rest of the show.
Yo me gusta sexo en la playa.
Salud.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud. Let me teach you how to say that real quick. If you want to say, I like,
Me
it's
gusta.
a mí me gusta.
A mí me gusta. Okay.
You're saying, I me gusta. I like. So you're going to say, I like sex on the beach.
Me encanta.
Oy.
I love. What like business?
Me encanta sex on la playa.
Sexo en la playa.
Yeah. Which is a drink. Yeah, I'm so proud of this right now. Look
Oh,
at
no,
that. It
it's
looks
really
so
good.
pretty.
I know, A plus.
It's
Really.
because the other one
seriously.
looked like
Rookie bartender.
it looked like a rookie. It looked like
You
if
don't know
I
what
was
you're doing.
like like if I've never done that before.
That's okay. The first time for
It's a
everything.
virgin.
We all are until some point in life, right?
Thank you for popping my my Sex on the Beach.
Oh
cherry.
boy, you're welcome.
Where were we? Oh, so.
So yeah, I'm an Indian who knows Spanish a little bit.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm gonna keep
Okay, yeah.
teaching you some words.
Yo soy muy bonita.
Sí. Sí, eres
I'm
muy
very
bonita.
humble too.
Sí, humilde.
What does that mean? Me too?
Humble.
Oh, I'm very humile.
Humilde.
Humile.
Humilde. That means that you're humble. Yeah. Sonali the
Google me.
Sonali the humble.
Sonali the humble celebrity. Cheers.
You were talking to me about the show, The Virgins, and how.
You can still catch it. Oh, I didn't get to finish.
Yeah.
Cut me
No.
off.
No. Yeah. No.
So
No.
yeah, Virgins. It's on TLC, Hulu, HBO Max, and Discovery Plus. Check it out. It premiered on June 9th.
How was it? I was gonna ask, how was it? So it aired, right?
It has aired 6 episodes.
And obviously,
it's all out there still.
And people watch it because
People have been
just
watching
watch
it,
the
yeah.
show. Did you get any sort of reaction from like people on your social media accounts?
Oh boy, did I?
Was it the day it came out? Boom, you started getting followers.
Followers, messages, support, absolutely, yeah. Look, Rafael, I said this before. The fame aspect of show business, that's a secondary, inevitable result. You can't be pursuing fame. You got to pursue the love of the craft, the passion of being on camera, on television, with a mic. You know, that's what to this day drives me. The support, the fanmanship, the fame, that's all secondary.
But it helps to kind of like.
But with that said, work begets work. Press begets press. The more you work, the more you're seen on a TV show or a movie, the more likely you'll get booked for more projects and opportunities, right? Because you are seen. It's called exposure. It's called star power.
More people are talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so honored.
That's energy.
Yeah. There's haters out there too.
Always though. I've seen haters on the kindest people.
Yeah.
Somebody that's just sharing a message of love. Haters.
They're fake. Yeah. Haters stands for
Here we go.
having anger towards everyone reaching success. Ooh. And critics, can I use bad words?
Yes.
Can you beat me out if need be?
No. Just go ahead.
Okay.
There's no rules here at the studio podcast.
So haters are individuals who have anger towards everyone reaching success. Mm-hmm. Critics are lousy, lazy losers.
That's not an acronym, right?
No. Both critics and haters are jealous bitches. They have nothing going on themselves. Mm-hmm. So that's why they have the time and the energy to put other people down in an effort to make themselves feel better.
Yes, which is why you should ignore them.
And distance yourself from them,
and
yes.
not only, you should take it as a compliment. Because,
that too, yeah.
Because if they're using their energy to try to put you down, it means that you're a target worth putting down.
No, that's the other thing, Rafael. Like, when you have haters, that's when you know you have made it.
I don't got haters, so I'm doing something wrong. Where are my haters at? Damn. I haven't made it yet.
It's okay. Life's a journey. You're doing what you love. That's what matters most.
Will the real haters please stand up? But haters, you can't avoid it.
Yeah.
But you can use them to your advantage.
Yeah, well, that's when you know, like, you've made it. It's use that energy instead of being hurt by the negative people out there. Just use that energy as fuel to achieve more success and just keep going onward and upward. But yeah, to your question, after the show aired, first episode onwards, men and women have contacted me. A lot of creepers out there, stranger danger.
Yeah. Were a lot of dudes like, hey, can I?
I'd love to be your first and only. I can help you with that. I'd love to take you out on a date. These are dudes in like Florida and Texas. I'm like, you think I'm gonna go there, dude? Like, no.
Like, you gotta try a little bit harder.
Most importantly, Rafael, a lot of women contacted me. And these are not just Indian, South Asian women, but also non-South Asian women, married and non-married women, virgins and non-virgins, moms and non-moms. They contacted me, praising me for my vulnerability and my bravery, for doing what I did, what I did on the show.
You know what? It was amazing to watch. And I've met you like a couple times, but like I literally like felt proud of you watching the show. I was like, I know her. Sonali right there. But you were so likable in
I
the
was
show.
filmed without makeup on. You know how much courage that takes?
You look, and that was probably the easy part because you had to do some things that I was like, I can't believe she's doing that because she's so private.
I had a very respectful and supportive production crew. I really, truly did. They held my hand. I was not forced to do anything I would not have done otherwise. I know for a fact if I was on, let's say, The Bachelor, I would have been forced to sleep with a guy just for TV purposes. So I'm very grateful that I had a very respectful production and crew.
Yeah.
I really am. They held my hand. I learned a lot about life, about myself. It was a surreal experience. I've cried on that show.
Yes.
Those were authentic tears.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, and there was moments where you were like, you almost panic attacks.
The healer, priestess, Nikki Jean. Those were authentic tears.
Yeah. It was, you were very authentic in the show.
Thank you.
Like you were not acting. Like that was, cause I've always thought that about reality TV shows, and it's like, they're acting or they're doing it for this. Like, I know that you were there for genuine reasons, and you could, that's why you got so much support from people, because they were like, they really connected with you. I was like, you were very authentic.
Apparently, okay, spoiler alert. Apparently, sexual intercourse, fourth base, it's very painful for a lot of women. And these are women who have had kids and are married.
Are you talking about for the first time, or just
in general? Like, not especially the first time, but just even from there. Because, and this is we go into this on the show. There's a condition called vaginismus, which I learned on the show during the filming journey. I didn't know what it was, but then I realized I had it. You
got diagnosed with a thing called.
So in our lady parts, which all women have, right? It's a muscle, just like any muscle, right?
Oh, hey, don't be flexible like that.
And it's a muscle that needs to be exercised and opened and whatnot. And you're talking to a girl right now who's never even used a tampon when that time of the month when Aunt Flo visits and whatnot. And my mother never taught me. I'm pretty sure a lot of Indian women have never used a tampon either. But like, fast forward to being in my 30s now, and like, it's tough. So dating is not just difficult from a life skill perspective, but also from an emotional perspective. And then, Rafael, as a man, I've learned in modern day dating, if a man doesn't get some by the third date, he's gonna move on. I'm not gonna sleep with a guy by the third date just for the heck of it. No. And so
I think for you,
that's why I'm like, whatever.
I think for you it would be super organic, super like natural. Like, you wouldn't know. Like, you're not. I know that you wouldn't
know what.
Like, you wouldn't know how many days it would take, because it would be so natural for you. Like, if and when that happens, it would just happen. Right. Like, you wouldn't know. Like, okay, the 5th day, let's go. You know what I mean? Hey, I got my timer.
If I don't get it from you, I'm gonna move on.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why people really related to you and felt you, because we felt for you.
Aww.
We felt for you. We were like, oh man, like that must be tough.
Yeah,
and like we feel like easy, we felt a lot of empathetic with you, and we just wanted you to be all right. Like, I was even mad at that dude. Like, I was like, hey,
the pink blazer guy,
the
Jonathan, the clown, all the guys, 3 guys,
dude,
right?
Yeah,
listen, Rafael, I went on 3 dates, but they didn't really show the second date. They showed a glimpse of it during the trailers, the yoga date, but like they never. I was
talking about the therapist.
Which one? The sex therapist or the sex surrogate?
The surrogate. Yes, I was like, huh? Sex surrogate?
I didn't even know that was a profession.
I was like, hold on.
Did you know that was a profession before?
I'd be one right now if I knew. I don't know. No, I had no idea. And I was very curious. I was like, so now he's not gonna.
I think honestly, because I met him on camera for the first time, right? And I learned about the title from that Kimberly Anderson.
Yeah, and your face was
shout out to Kimberly Anderson, the sex therapist.
Yeah.
So it sounded like I've heard of maternal surrogate.
Yes, you have a baby from
Right,
somebody else.
right. You get paid a couple.
So what does it mean to be a sex surrogate?
Teach people how to have sex.
But do you have sex with them?
He does, yeah. So I learned. And he's married. He practices ethical non-monogamy.
Wow, that guy, his
His
Cheers.
wife, he's married. His wife approves of his profession. Right?
Hey, where there's a will, there's a way.
You gotta make a living, right?
It was a very difficult situation that you were like put into.
Yeah, no, I will say they talked to me about it off camera, right? They told me this is what we're gonna do. This is what we want to make happen, and it did make me uneasy. It did. I was shocked. I never heard of a sex surrogate. I'm like, what's that?
And then he's like right there,
Yeah.
and like kind of.
Yeah, no, apparently people in his profession, even him, like he teaches rape victims how to have sex again, car accident victims whose bodies have been shattered, and they're getting back on their life back on track.
Okay, that's noble work, actually. Yeah, that's
I think in a perfect world, production maybe would have wanted me to have sex with him.
wow.
But like the most I was able to let him do was give me a back rub.
I was like, don't do it. No, that's
And then honestly, Raphael, after I gave him consent to give me a back rub, in my mind I was thinking, man, this feels so good. I wish I asked him before.
So you did like it.
I have chronic back pain, yes.
You know what? Yeah.
But that's as far as it went on the show. Spoiler alert. Okay.
Yeah. No, you don't know. You gotta watch the last episode. You're not gonna believe what happened. You
Right.
gotta watch it though.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I was sex surrogate. Yeah, I'm gonna look more into that because I'm kind of curious.
He's actually from Barstow.
No way.
He's based in LA now, but he's actually from Barstow. Because
Guy, hit me up.
He doesn't live here anymore, but yeah.
I want you
Do
here.
you know how many people
drive
between LA and Vegas and they make a stop in Victorville?
That's kind of
That's wild.
That's kind of why we're here, because location is everything. And,
Real estate.
And we're a content creation studio. How many artists go from LA to Vegas,
Back,
to LA?
right.
It's just like constant traffic, and we're getting
Commute,
that,
the hustle,
Yeah,
right?
so
Journey.
the idea is like if you need anything done, quick stop where nobody knows you.
Right.
Keep going.
Well, you want to be known, right? That's the essence of this business. Star, fame.
No. I meant like if you're in LA and everybody
Right.
knows
If you don't know
you're in LA,
anybody, where you need you need a place
because
to film and
we're
whatever. This is the spot.
We're in a very specific location in Victorville, Old Town, and like nobody really comes here, and there's not too much traffic, and nobody's gonna believe that a celebrity's here. So it's very.
I'm honored. Thank you.
Yeah. We have people banging down the doors over here. So we invite everybody to come here.
Absolutely. Check it out. Speaking of which, how did we meet? Through our mutual friend, Janet Lopez.
Yes, at the studio.
Janet is an actress, producer. I met her over the summer. She recognized me at a party in Hollywood because she was watching Virgins.
See? This show has opened doors for you.
It does, absolutely, yeah. Excuse me, work begets work, press begets press.
But
one thing leads to another.
But it got you a friend as well.
Oh yeah.
Because
we're close friends now. I spent Thanksgiving with her.
Yeah, I thought that you guys were friends, like childhood friends, and it turns out you just met recently.
Right. No, she's a go-getter. She's a doer. Very kind and giving and helpful.
Yeah,
just as am I. Just as
you
you
guys
are.
is definitely on the same energy.
Yeah. No, but I met you because of Janet.
Yes.
So thank you, Janet.
Yeah. Thank you, Janet. Where you at? Yeah. So you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's.
That's. Look, I came from a world of structure and planning, saving and investing for the future, right? Very, very structured and type A, only white, gray, and black attire, like you.
All black.
But I left that world behind. I was unhappy. And so I came to LA, in California, entertainment business, ooh la la. And what I've learned is the journey of the unknown, that's what makes the journey fun. Mm-hmm. You just never know what'll happen. I wake up every day not knowing what's gonna happen. And I've changed. And like I said to you before, change is the only constant.
I love change. What's new for you? What's going on? What you got in the works?
I'm working on my memoir. I'm pursuing speaking opportunities.
Okay.
I just started there because of this. I'm not really a stutterer.
Yeah.
Take two.
Take two. You should take 2 shots before every engagement.
Take 2 shots of Jameson shots and then throw up in your bathroom mirror. Just or on your mic.
No.
Yeah, memoirs, speaking engagements. I'm working on it. The memoir is going to convert into a script. My life motto is think big.
Yeah.
And I taught Janet this too. That cartoon on Nickelodeon, Doug, there's a song, banging on a trash can, da-da-da-da-da-da. Think big, think big, think big.
That's where
But
you
yeah,
got it from.
go big or go home, Raphael, really. If you're going to do something, do it right. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's your job, your business, this entity you have here that you've built so beautifully.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Just do it right. Go big or go home. But yeah, I mentioned the memoir. That's going to be converted into a film. I want to make it a big feature movie, studio feature film. Janet's going to be in the movie.
Yes. I want to be in the movie.
And look, I mentioned the whole V-card thing as my unique selling feature, right, when it comes to on-screen time and whatnot.
Yeah.
But another thing I've learned, which I believe your audiences can also benefit from, when you say you're going to do something, do it. Don't be a bullshitter. Don't be a half-asser. Don't be a faker or a flaker.
Yes, ma'am.
If you say something, if you say you're going to do something, make it happen. Just do it. Because otherwise, your reputation is going to be tarnished. People are going to think like, oh, she said she was going to do it, but she never did it.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. But also, you get used to letting yourself down, just saying things and then not doing it,
Right.
which is why I kind of always put challenges on myself. Like I'm on a 100-day challenge to like work out every day, right? But the point is not to work out. The point is to just set a goal and achieve it.
Ambition, discipline, exercise. Cheers. Exercise is therapy, and health is wealth. Cheers to that.
You're very wise.
Finance degree. Ooh la la.
But
oh my God, we've been talking for 90 minutes.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like we just flowing. By the way, have you ever had oysters?
Before I became vegan, I did try oysters. Yes, I did.
How was it? So
Apparently, oysters are aphrodisiacs.
Oh.
I know a little something.
You should have brought a tray of oysters. The whole show. Check this out. Check this out. Look, I'm a pro. This is how you gotta do it. You kiss it. See? You can't just pour it. That's it.
Okay.
Look at that. You gotta make it look like it's a galaxy. Yeah.
Right. Very colorful.
Yeah. I've had a lot of fun talking to you.
No, really, off camera, authentic. This is all very authentic and unscripted and everything.
I knew it was gonna be good. And,
Right.
And so like you are my first.
Oh. Thank you.
There you go. You are my first, and it just kind of worked out that way because I met you right when I kind of decided that I was gonna relaunch this podcast, and I just happened to meet you that day, and then I was like, you know what, if you are interested and willing, I'd love to have you, at the show. And you were like,
Let's do it.
and especially when I told you like, we're gonna have some drinks, you were like, sex on a
sex on the
playa.
Yeah.
That's my train, sorry. They're here to pick us up.
Right.
That's how you, sometimes, especially when life gets hard, like just take it day by day.
Yeah, you have to. Like, looking back in New York, I used to stress about the future. I had everything planned to the T. There's no point in stressing. People get heart attacks from stressing. And then none of this matters.
It's
But
just,
the truth of the matter is we're all going to die.
say it to the camera.
We're all going to die one day. Just live life to the fullest and be happy.
That's the attitude. I mean, yeah, it's all gonna end, and you don't know when. So what's the point of being, miserable? Just
And unhappy, cheap.
But the thing is that people are miserable for things that they can't control. And
that's another thing. Oprah says it best. Like, just you gotta focus.
I'll say it better. No, I'm just kidding. What did she say?
Oprah said, I'm paraphrasing, but she said, like, you just focus on what you can control.
Yeah, focus on what you can control and And then
Let the rest take its course.
yeah, just
It's true.
whatever you could control, just focus on that and let the rest.
Let the chips fall where
There
they
you
may.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
Cheers.
gonna be the new Oprah. Now we're starting to sound like two drunk people at a bar.
No. I am not drunk. I'm tipsy.
That's good. That's what I wanted. That was the point of this show. That's why I don't think I'm gonna have anybody.
No other guest of yours is gonna live up to me.
Hey, she set the bar pretty high. So the next
Sonali
guest.
standards.
Sonali. And I think I'm gonna be pretty strict when it comes to you have to have a drink. Like we're not gonna have no mocktails here. Like if you don't
No teetotalers.
if you don't drink, then I think
you are not qualified to be a guest on your.
it's a
with
requirement.
Raphael, yes.
It's a requirement because it just lets the conversation
Right.
flow.
When you someone said this to me when I was in my 20s back in New York, that when you drink, like everything, you just relax and everything just comes oozing out.
Yeah.
Dialogue, what you really want to say, right? I just
Yeah, we guard ourselves
Right.
a lot,
Right.
and we overthink things. when we're
I'm an
like-
overthinker. I am.
Yeah, but you know, if you have a sip of a little sip,
Sex on the beach.
yeah, or a
some
little,
pretzels.
little tequilita, and
Vodka.
and you relax and you stop stressing about things that don't matter really,
Right.
because
No,
the
it's true. There's no point in stressing. There's so much chaos in the world, drama, economic issues, like wars in the world, religious differences, land disputes.
keep it going. That what's up? Yes,
I
exactly.
don't even watch I really don't watch the news anymore. It's too much for me.
Yeah,
I don't know what political affiliation you are,
yeah. No,
but
I'm about having a drink and enjoying life.
my religion is happiness. That's all I'll say.
There
Just
you
be
go.
happy. Because when people are happy, they don't hurt other people. No wars are made. You don't go around shooting people with guns. You know, California is a gun state. Texas is a gun state. Anyway.
I don't know. Have you ever heard of trigger happy?
No, what's that?
That means that you're very, like they say Americans are very trigger happy, or the cops that like just shoot people, they're trigger happy, which means that they're very willing and prone to just start shooting at people easily. So they're happy shooting at people, but I understand what you mean.
No, it's really sad. Like I really am a happiness ambassador.
And
I really am.
And you know what's
There's-
crazy though? About that, you being happy?
so crazy
It
about
was a choice.
Yeah,
You just decided, you know what? I don't want to be depressed. I want to be happy.
right. Cheers.
To that. We got deep, yo.
Are you still filming?
Yes.
I want to tell you something. We were talking about happiness,
Yeah.
right? So I told you I went from finance. I was in finance, right? But then I went into film in the interest of happiness. And then Sonali means golden, hence all my bling bling. Thanks, mom and dad, right? I like my jewelry. So Raphael.
Hey, you
th-
blinded
th-
me with that.
This is my mom's Indian gold, 24 karat jewelry, gold jewelry. This is from India. The hearts. You see the hearts?
I do.
And then this I got myself, independent woman.
There you go.
Sonali S, finance degree, dollar
You
sign,
you type your name with the
I do.
dollar sign.
and a cent sign because my last name starts with a C. Gotta manifest.
So-
Gotta believe.
So that what is the purpose? Like, why do you do it?
So I have a finance degree, right? Business school. My initials are SC. I now work in a creative field.
But you just decided.
Yeah, one day
I'm gonna spell Sonali with the
with the dollar sign.
dollar sign. And so, are you manifesting money?
Listen, if
Money,
you don't
money, money?
if you don't believe in your success, then nobody else is gonna believe in your success.
What's the C? You say that
Well,
you're-
C is Chandra, my last name,
Yes.
and C is the cent sign.
What is? Oh, the cent. Oh.
Duh.
I forgot about cents. You know, because I'm so rich. I forgot about cents. You're right.
Rich is a mindset. Money is a mindset. It really is. I was 25. I had drinks with the then CEO of MasterCard. His name is Ajay Banga.
Really? Let me talk to that guy. I have some questions for him real quick.
He is now at a different finance company, but I met him through the Indian American community of Manhattan. And he gave me some very profound life advice. He's a multimillionaire, maybe a billionaire, who knows? I was 25, drowning in student loans and other types of debt, whatever, money's a mindset. I was 25, 5 p.m. on a Wednesday at the Court Club in New York City, which is young, but the night is young, right? New York's always on 24/7. He gave me some very profound life advice. He said, nobody knows how much is in your bank account except you. All that matters is how you present yourself and how you treat other people.
Yeah.
It is so true.
That's true.
We're all gonna die. We can't take anything with us.
Sometimes I don't want to know how much there's in my bank. Especially on the first of the month.
It's okay. It's okay. Be happy. Be
just
happy.
like,
That's all that matters.
Pay, submit payment. But
It's
I feel,
such profound
but
life
you know what?
advice. It's so true.
When it comes to money, I changed my relationship with money because it used to be like I just want the money and I want to like stockpile it in my
Right.
bank account. But once I disconnected myself from that and just figured and started using my money, like just like spending my money to
Right.
invest
In your business, in your art, right?
yes,
The craft, right?
then that it just flows.
It multiplies.
You
It
create
grows.
you create a river that flows,
Yeah,
and
I agree.
don't try to like stockpile your money because it's gonna rot there.
I agree.
It-
Like my
move it.
parents' generation in the Indian community, especially, you just save, save, and save for a rainy day. Raphael, we never went out for dinner at restaurants. We really didn't enjoy life. And then you just have all this money in the bank, it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
What kind of life is that?
Yeah. I am looking forward to. We're gonna wait for this train to go by. We started a conversation with the new mayor of New York, but we didn't really talk about it.
Right.
But what do you expect from that?
I find him inspiring. I do. I first learned of him on Instagram. I didn't know who he was. I don't live there anymore. I know people in New York who know him, Indian community, right? When he won, I just said, wow.
Is it what New York needs?
Absolutely. I lived and worked there for 10 years. It's not a cheap place.
What is he promising to bring to New
Frozen
York?
rent, cheaper groceries.
Do they just
free-
keep going?
free
The rent
buses.
on New York just keeps going up.
Same in LA.
Doesn't bring it down.
So he says.
Okay.
He promises frozen rent, lower grocery prices, universal health care, and universal child care, fast and free buses.
Okay.
And he's very compelling. He's very convincing, I will say.
And he's young.
He's young. He has energy. He's enthusiastic. If I still lived in New York, I would have voted for him. I've never met the guy or anything. Like, just because he has just that energy and he's young and he speaks fluent English, right? How he's going to accomplish all that, I'm curious to see.
We'll
really
see.
am. Time will tell. And look at who his opponents were.
Did you see what I almost do? I'm so sorry.
What? Oh, you had mine? Oh.
I almost had a.
We got into an intellectual political talk there.
It felt cold. I was like, I don't remember drinking a cold.
Right. We'll see. January 1st, he'll be sworn in.
Well, congratulations that
Sworn!
one of yours is representing.
Child of immigrants.
yeah.
He himself is an immigrant.
Yeah.
Brown, right?
Yeah.
Back in 2020, during the pandemic, the whole trend in entertainment was the future of entertainment is black and brown stories.
There you go.
It's so true.
They're very entertaining. We're entertaining because we got a lot of drama, a lot of misfortune.
Drama is what creates movies.
But see, it's not only it is misfortunes, but it's the
it's life lessons.
it's the overcoming of those
overcoming
misfortune.
adversity.
Yes, the reaction to
It's-
misfortune.
That's another thing Oprah talks about. Like when life happens, what really matters, what you can control, what really matters is how you react to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I could go cry and just stay in my room, right? Or I can take on the challenge.
You could come
tackle
to a
it.
podcast, have some drinks,
Yes, exactly.
talk about life,
Inspire others.
and inspire others. I enjoyed you today.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you for coming. It was very. I love how the conversations just flow from the very beginning.
Right.
I have a feeling that I'm gonna have you back at some point in the future. I'm very curious to see where you go with your career, and
Right.
like very excited about your future projects.
Oh, thank you.
And you
I'd love to be back.
and as the first guest, I feel that you should come back at some point
around.
because there'll be some change because
Right, change.
is the only thing that's
Constant.
There you go.
Change is the only constant.
All right, Sonali. Well, cheers again
Cheers.
to you, to your life, to your happiness,
Likewise.
and
Thank you.
keep it going.
Salud.
Salud.
Cheers. Be happy.